Hello, my name is Jeff May. The internet is a rising instrument of the sharing of public content. With websites like YouTube, Lit, and Hulu, the internet continues to give users multiple places to be entertained, educated, and amused. But in this rise as a major source of communication, many companies wish to silence the millions of voices calling across the World Wide Web. From videos to images to written articles, everything released on the internet is at risk of being lost or otherwise closed off to the public. This is all under the intent of companies who do not wish for their property to be copyrighted, and they have the government to help them in this cause. Lamar Smith, a Republican U.S. representative for the state of Texas, introduced a bill on October 26, 2011, known as the Stop Online Piracy Act, or SOPA. The purpose behind this bill was simple, and to a degree, noble: to stop illegal pirating of copyrighted material. But the lengths they were willing to go to in order to make this happen were what made this bill the bane of many internet users' existence, and to this day continues to be a major hazard to the prosperity of many websites. Before SOPA, there was the Preventing Real Online Threats to Economic Creativity and Theft of Intellectual Property Act, or Protect IP Act, or PIPA. Before that, there was Combating Online Infringement and Counterfeits Act, or CWICA. Several other variations have been attempted, all of them failing due to the constant protests of internet users. Still more bills are being passed, and if we let our guard down, they can and will put the very foundation of the internet in jeopardy. Circumstances surrounding these bills are complicated, but what it all boils down to is that if they were passed, the government would have control over what internet content can and cannot be shared. Links would be blocked, and content that contains any material that is protected by copyright laws will be removed. The problem with this is that the vast majority of all online content users uses this copyrighted material. It is often the secret to getting the attention needed to become popular. Various artists have become famous thanks to this method. The most notable example is Justin Bieber, who started out as a humble YouTuber singing songs by Usher. While your opinions in his music and his very image may vary, the point remains that he is now one of the biggest names in pop music, all thanks to the attention he got online by singing copyrighted works. Various other online works, such as Fred and The Annoying Orange, again, your opinions on them may vary, also have the internet to thank for giving them exposure and, in turn, their own TV shows. Still more popular online artists like Smosh, Tobuscus, PewDiePie, Freddie Wong, Ray William Johnson, Doug Walker, and James Roll are making a heavy impact on internet users and continue to entertain them to this day, almost reaching the same level of cultural popularity as various Hollywood celebrities. To many aspiring artists that wish to share their art, bills like SOPA put them at risk of being silenced before they ever had the chance, as well as hurting the careers of online artists who are now making money off of their creative works. Even worse, a section of the bill is being reattempted that makes posting copyrighted material illegal, therefore putting so many online artists at risk of getting arrested, their lives destroyed by the very videos that made them so successful before. Such laws can even put entire websites out of business, including major websites like YouTube and Facebook. This form of censorship is already common in countries like China, where free speech is limited. By censoring such content, the government would be violating the Free Speech Amendment, and in turn, multiple countries will become obliged to follow America's example and block their online content as well. In the end, the damage done by these bills will not be worth the original intention, especially when the original intention will not likely be achieved. Internet piracy will not stop simply by what these bills intend to do. The government may have domain name system or DNS servers block various websites, but pirates can still find a way to override it. There will also be an increased risk of online security breaches, identity theft, viruses, and other kinds of cyber attacks. SOPA and its counterparts will not prevent online piracy. In fact, it may possibly make it worse. The only thing gained as a result is that large companies will have sole rights over their property, preventing up-and-comers from achieving their dreams of fame or making any kinds of intellectual arguments, and instead returning to the very narrow standards of Hollywood and other businesses dedicated to pandering to the consumer's most basic tastes, just to put more money in their pockets. Many protesters have prevented or postponed these bills, but the threat of the government's intention continues to loom over the World Wide Web. More bills attempting what SOPA and the others will continue to be attempted to pass as laws. We must take action. We must call congressmen, sign petitions, and march as one in the name of freedom of expression. If we continue to fight, we can silence the government's attempts to silence us. The internet is like a second home to many of us, and we need to stand up and protect this home with everything we have. Thank you.